Good morning, everybody. This is a morning episode of Cycling Mike or Biking and Black. Your host, Cycling Mike. This morning we're going to tell you a story. But first, I guess, as far as like pre-episode stuff, news-ish. Not really news, just like it's like a pre-file. Topic open as I possibly can, and with, I guess, a few exceptions. Those exceptions being politics and religion. Not that I don't want to have those conversations. If I have those conversations, I want to end up with less YouTube subscribers and whatnot. It's not going to be a pleasant channel. Plus, I have other places where I write about this stuff anyways. I have other outlets where I write about that stuff, and I don't really need YouTube as, to be an outlet for that. If you watch this video and if you go back and watch the other ones, if you can tell me what kind of what category of YouTuber you'd put me in, I'd really appreciate it. I mean, I think I know, like I'm a vlogger or whatever. I'll have to look into other YouTubers as far as their style goes. And, because I think what I do is unique in a way. It's dangerous, but it's also unique. So I looked at some videos by a YouTuber, and I'm not going to mention their name because I'm not being really, sponsored by them or anything, plus, so that's why, not to mention I can't remember the name of the channel, but it was a channel on, like, YouTube success and whatnot, and, I mean, I don't really know. I started this venture, and this is one of those things where, like the Instagram account I run, which is at bunches of underscore bugs. I started it out just as a and I plan on doing the same here with this YouTube channel. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I use it as an outlet, that's cool, because then I'm not really in it for the cash, but I mean, and subscribers, but that stuff's good, I do want, or not want, but I would like, well, I do want, but I mean, I'm willing to work for some kind of YouTube success, whether that be hundreds of followers or thousands of followers, whatever it may be, So, of course, I'm still below 200 followers on Instagram, but that's because of my Instagram, not so much because of, some of it might be because of the content and the way I shoot, but, I don't know, it is what it is. So, I did want to talk about something that happened this week, which was Monday was my birthday. I woke up Monday morning and my bike was gone. Somebody had stolen my bicycle. So I had a feeling, I knew that the person that took got up Monday morning, I called the cops. I said, here's the deal. I never took a serial. I never took a photo of the serial number because he said I didn't do anything with the bicycle unless I took a photo with the serial number. I've still yet to take a photo of the serial number, but I am now keeping my bicycle inside. So, obviously I'm riding the bicycle against you already know the end of the story, which is I did find the bicycle, but the way I found it, and all that stuff, that's the exciting thing. So I went over to, I had a certain radius I wanted to be just my central, the development that I live in. I wasn't going to go over to the other developments until absolutely everybody in the development I lived in said no. And then I was just going to repeatedly go through and cycle through the rest of the developments. I mean, I was pulling over cars, I was banging on doors. I mean, I'm banging so hard, I was like this is, I want to make people, I want people to know the seriousness of the situation I'm banging, and of course, the thing about it is yes, it's a bicycle, but me being a person who rides a bike at 27 years old is not because, cycling is fun. Of course, yes, I like the exercise, but the main reason I use it is main mode of transportation. So, because I can't drive a car. So you take away my main mode of transportation, we're gonna have a problem. And I needed people to make sure they knew that it's like stealing my bicycle is like they stole it if I stole their, $30,000 car. I needed them to know it was that serious of a situation. And I freaking treated them all like they were they were guilty. I went around and I made sure there was seriousness in my voice. I'm like, guys, this is a neighborhood problem. Everybody in the neighborhood is responsible until somebody returns the bicycle. So I went over to one other development and talked to, I pulled over a few other people. And I knew that if I had gone past the canal, like where my canal was, it's like, yeah, they see my, the thing about it is too, is I'm riding around here now. People watching me. But I knew that it couldn't be somebody by that. Well, it could have been, but it would have been weird. Somebody by the canal. They don't have a good idea of where I live and where the bicycle is. They have to really, start walking around and looking for it. And they're not really. I don't really think they're that people by the canal are that interested in it. So the other thing is, there are a few people in my development that have been living there for, some of them for 15 years as long as me, and others for like 5 or 6. And I knew those folks. I did not have a woman with a 6-year-old child. But, this is serious. I need my bike. And she didn't take it. I know she didn't take it, but I needed, if I was, part of me was like, if I took a different approach to it, and I was nice to people, and I was nice after they said no. I was like, all right, thank you so much. You don't want to sit down? I'm sorry to take advice. I was like, well, good. Have a good day. I just need you to put the fear of God in it just slightly, because if I just, on the bicycle, use my sweet, loving, adorable person voice. Who the hell had me your bicycle? But I'm like, you know where my bicycle is? It's, you sure? It's a different story. And I think calling the sheriff's office and all that was a smart move. And I took risks, and I'm not apologizing for the risks that I took. You know, my apology is that Tuesday morning I wasn't back on doors at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. I was, and I have, I'm back to being a quiet neighbor, and I'm just gonna go back to being Mr. Friendly. We're just gonna, forget that I did all that shit. Because I don't really need to apologize until somebody comes forward and says, yeah, I took your bicycle. Then it's like, okay, I know you're not guilty, you're not guilty, you're not guilty, and you're not guilty. So, and I pulled over this one couple, and said, we see all the time, man, we understand, and I knew they weren't guilty. I pulled them over twice just because they're black car, and never since them, but they're cool, but it's just, come into my house and stolen valuables, say my collection, and all this other shit, stole all this. It's bad. It costs a lot of money. It sucks. You cry your eyes out, but they didn't touch the bike. At least they stole my bicycle. So after banging around enough times. I did knock on this one house twice because I knew that multiple people lived in there, and only one person answered the door the first time. And the second time, only one person answered the door. I talked to everybody in the household. I was like, drag them all out there, I want to talk to all of them. So I talked to this one lady, and she said, stop biking. Will you come into the neighborhood? Went over, retrieved it, the helmet, the lock, and the basket were all still on the bicycle. It was the bicycle. And they abandoned it, part of the neighborhood for the public go to take pictures and whatnot. And since. And I said, thank you very much. And I yelled out that they were stolen. It's still cool to yell because I was still angry about the situation. Went home, won an argument with my dad. Some announcement that all the rest of the YouTube videos from here until further notice would not be, I particularly watch the cause on the channel because I don't have a bicycle. And I also think I have to get a bicycle for Christmas, which is no big deal, which is a pain in the ass because it's like going bike shopping. It's just, all of it's a pain in the ass. Tuesday with the job, I got hacked on Wednesday, and then Thursday I had more problems with the job, and Friday I was just upset because, my Christmas tree was already decorated, and I was just in a mood for that, I was like not interested. But that's typical me, Typical me is, I'll tell somebody no for something I actually really want to do just because, there's part of me that, I like making myself unhappy. But it's all cool. There are plenty of ornaments on still. So yeah. So, I hope everybody's had a better week than I have. I mean, yeah, I'm just but when the thing about it is, too, when I talked to the cop, I spilled out my guts. I'm like, listen, man, I can't see so well, which is why I ride a bicycle and can't drive a car, and it's a burger, and I know one of these people took it because they watched me ride a bicycle, and I just I was like, as specific as I possibly could be. And he's like, no, I can't. And he sat in my driveway for like an hour and a half. Either him being there spooking him, or me banging on the car. One of the two spooking yeah. I really thought I was be on bike, adult bike number 3. But, adult bike, that's saying, right? And there, another bike. Nope. Still on bike number 2. So, bike is still good. And I will say that, like, when I get another bike, because I don't have, because my bike got stolen, it's really hard because you get another bike and it's like the last one, the blue one that I had, and that got stolen. It's like the memories that I built with that, riding to and from college. It's like, it's gone now, which means the memories go with it. And I remember first getting on this bike, and it felt comfortable and everything. I remember the curve in the saddle. It's like, I don't like that. But I also remember just being like, it's red and blue is my favorite color. Just getting used to it and really trying to fall in love with the bicycle. It's kind of like trying to fall in love with a car. It's not like it was before because it's, I had just like a weird sort of symbiotic relationship, that you build if you ride it enough. If you just ride it for exercise, and you're not into running through mud and glass and sand, just really get in with it and be as, really challenge the machine with its capabilities, then it's like you don't really understand the relationship. And it will be interesting when I get a second bicycle because I can afford a second. Because I need one for like a road cycling bike or whatever. It'll be interesting because I still, even if I had, I'll still have this bike. But it will be interesting because I know I'll have to build that relationship again. And so. But I wrote about the whole thing on Facebook. I wrote about it before I found the bike, and then I wrote about it when I found the bike after, and like the process I went through. And it's really dangerous. Hanging up the story in the morning, like come out of the shotgun and blow your up. I don't think so. So and besides, that's a risk. Somebody came to me with me. I know you're pissed off, but I'm telling you, this is a serious situation. Let me explain to you why. The bike got stolen, and that's a big deal because I can't drive a car. So you understand how I'm pissed off because there's no transportation. So you really shut up and answer my questions. Cool. Yeah. Tell me whatever you know. If you leave me alone, I can say that's the end of the discussion. But that didn't happen. There's a lot of people that didn't come through the door. It's funny too, because like Wheel of Fortune had their final puzzle Tuesday after a quiet neighbor, which I thought was funny. Today I was a quiet neighbor. Yesterday I was not a quiet neighbor. So, but yeah, I don't know. What would you guys have done? How would you have dealt with it? Would you have been as aggressive as I was with my neighbors? How would you? I do think the cops might have had something, the sheriff might have had something to do with the bike as far as like the person being spoken. But I think the real part of it was, okay, let's keep, there was a time possibility that I couldn't beat him. You know, even though I did see a van at one point. And the van left. I think they loaded up my bike into the van and dropped it off in the parking lot. So, just leave it here. You know, and I mean, I get it. COVID's hard. People need. It's a great Christmas present. You know, this one, it's got a sticker stick. I've yet to get rid of entirely, you know, and other things, you know, it's not a new bike, you know, and I get it, it beats buying a $400, $300 bicycle for your kid over the holidays, but it's just, you know, it hasn't been the best care. It's got a lot of character to it, but yeah, I described it to the guy. It is what it is. I don't know if anybody's going to come forward. I'd be surprised if somebody would. You know, it's kind of frightening around here. And I'll be surprised if somebody will say something about it. You know, confront me for being a pain in the ass on Monday morning. I mean, I'm not going to apologize for being a pain in the ass. You know, I had a reason to be a pain in the ass. You know, people who lived here for 6 months were like, the kid's been so fucking... The kid's always quiet and he's nice to everybody. And now here he is at 9 in the morning, banging on doors. You know, I mean, it's like, see, now I'm not quiet Michael. You know? And, yeah, so, I regret nothing, you know. But if you guys think I should have done something differently, if you're surprised that the bike showed up, a lot of neighbors. And the thing was, if it was returned, you'd be like, okay, where's the helmet, where's the lock, where's the basket? Obviously somebody returned this bicycle. And there was a part where I had like this paranoia that Sunday night I had left it out in that parking lot because I was there Sunday night. But I was asking my mom, I was like, did you see me ride the bike in the house and into the patio on Sunday? She's like, yeah, you rode it out and you rode it in. Walking around before, you know, earlier, before I started, you know, as I was doing my interrogation, and I didn't see anything in that block. And then, I'm not sure. You know, but I also didn't have any memory of leaving the bike there overnight. If I had left it over there, I would have been like, oh, I walked home. Unless nobody returned it, you know. And it was sat there, but that's the other thing. I really look like that. Look outside. So, you know, which if that's the case, and somebody alerts me and tells me I left it outside, then I'll apologize to all the neighbors for abandoning the doors and being assholes. Kind of it for today, everybody. Yeah, like I said, leave your thoughts below about how I handled the situation. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Dislike the video for my aggressiveness. Hopefully you won't do that, but it is an option. And yeah, just done, if you ever have your bike, if you've ever had your bike stolen, all that kind of stuff. I'm thrilled to be able to make these videos still for you guys. So, have a nice day. Cycling Mike signing off.